plaintiff, Barbara Andrews, says within 2 weeks of starting a sexual relationship with the defendant, she gave him a loan to help him pay off some bills. However, their relationship ended and he has failed to repay, so Barbara's suing. Defendant Martinez Williams says the second night he and Barbara were together, she gave him a key to her house. Martinez insists after Barbara gave him the money, she only asked for sex instead of asking to be repaid.
Start with you.
Well, I met Martinez on August 3rd. I was at a local bar having a few drinks. He walked in and I was just taken away from him. I mean, look at him. He's cute, handsome. So while we were sitting there.
That's your opinion?
My opinion.
Or are you stating that as a fact?
You know, I'm going to state it as my opinion because somebody else may see him differently. But I must honestly say, my mother warned me. She said, Barbara, she said, if a man pluck you right, you're going to give him a key to everything you own, your car, your house, and your money. And I met Martinez, and I was not prepared. My mother warned me, and I didn't listen. I wasn't ready. I didn't listen to her. If I would have listened, I wouldn't even be in the situation.
You got turned out? Is that what you're saying? Let's cut through all the foolishness. He turned you out and took your money. You weren't ready to get turned out and have your money took.
That's it. I wasn't ready.
That's what happened. You're here suing him today for the money. Go ahead.
Well, Martinez shared with me that he had recently lost his mother, and he had some outstanding debts that he wanted to take care of.
Did he work?
Martinez has his own business, as far as I know. He has his own business. Okay. So I didn't see any problem.
You said very assertively, like, yeah, he's very successful.
Well, based on what he told me, only thing I can do is believe him.
But now you're no different, don't you? Because he took your money. Do you understand that? Maybe I'm missing something. Why are you here today? Because you gave him $1,000 and he won't give it back, right?
Yes, sir.
That's called taking your money.
Yes.
All right, as long as we're clear. Yes. You act like, oh yeah, he has his own business. He's very successful. Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what happened.
All right, go ahead.
And initially he stated he needed like $300, but I told him I could loan him $1,000, and
you upped it. How long after meeting him did you give him 3 times the amount, over 3 times the amount he asked for? How long had it been?
2 weeks.
Your buddies would love her.
My buddies would love her. You're right. You got any more money left? I got some folks at the show take it from you. And they ain't playing for $300. You'll go to the bank. Get some loans. Go ahead, sir. You give me some background on this.
Well, Yana, it's a pleasure to be in your courtroom. But the way she explained it is somewhat true, but it didn't go like that. I was out in the club. I was feeling kind of down because I just recently buried my mother. She walked up to me with all this energy, and she was like, hey, what's going on? What's your name? She was real extra. So therefore, I needed that at the time. So we had a good time. Gave my number. We called. We hooked up the next time I saw her in the club.
Who called whom?
I called Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her in the club, and she was like, hey, what's going on? So we went to the bar. She ended up buying me all these drinks. Next thing I know, yes, I wake up in Indiana at her house, and she over me talking about, baby, here go the keys.
Excuse me, can I interrupt him?
Yeah.
It did not happen that way.
Okay.
He did not just wake up and I said, baby, here's the key.
Okay.
That was like the next time after I met, not the first time.
That's similar to what she told me.
Right,
I don't
basically
know
the
what
same
she's
thing.
saying now.
Basically the same
thing. She pretty much said that. My mother told me not to.
I'm still trying to figure out how I get to Indiana. I live in Chicago.
Why you didn't offer her a drink that night?
I think we bought drinks together, but she ended up buying most of the drinks because I'm not really a drinker. I get drunk kind of quick.
All right.
And next thing I know, I'm in Indiana at her house. She's standing over me talking about, here go the keys. So I'm like, she real cool, so I left. And then we hook up again. She said, are you still feeling kind of down? I'm like, yeah, I need to get back to business. And she said, well, what's going to motivate you to get back to business? I said, I need to get this new camera for about $350.
Dry begging. Go ahead, man. Listen.
No. And Your Honor,
that's the most minor kind of con that a man can put down.
You know what?
Come on, man. I'm going to take you to Detroit so some of my guys that used to be in the game can teach you how to do it for real. Okay? You're out here dry begging for $300. That's an old game. Guys frowns all the time. That's exactly how it goes.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong, baby? I got a lot of bills. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to pay these bills.
That's it.
What kind of bills? Just a lot, baby. Just a lot. Well, how much do you owe? How much do you need? I wouldn't want to tell you. I don't want to get you involved in this.
That's exactly how it went.
Seriously, no. If I could help, I'll help. No. It's too much money. I don't want to put you in a bind. I'm already in the bind. I don't want to put you in the bind. No, it wouldn't put me in the bind. No, seriously, baby. How much is it? It's about $3,000. In your case, that's about $300. That ain't even worth the time. You're gonna play the game. At least get more than $300 an hour. Go ahead.
Well, Your Honor, if I was thinking like that, I definitely would have asked for more money if I know she was gonna give it to me.
You would dry begging. Go ahead. And then what happens?
So, and she say, well, then what if I give you $1,000? I look at her like, okay. So meanwhile, I'm not even thinking she's gonna give it to me because I just met her. I'm thinking she's gonna come up with some type of excuse when she go to the. She said, "Let's go to the bank." I'm thinking she's gonna come up with some type of excuse, as in though I can't get the money right now or something like that. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. She go in the bank and she come out and she give me the money. I'm like, "You okay?" You know, so I'm like, "You okay?" Then I see her out again. I'm out talking with some friends I've been knowing for years. She see me in the club. Her eyes get this big around.
Excuse me.
Let it finish, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Her eyes get this big around.
To bring you some more money?
No.
Oh.
And so she pimps over there to me like this and say, "Partner, let me holler at you for a second." And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I'm to my friends, wait a minute. I step to the side, and she starts to check me in the club, like go off. Because I'm talking to the people in the club, not about the money. She checked me in the club because I'm
talking to another woman.
I'm talking to a group of girls, people I've been knowing for years. And so she's checked me in the club, and so I get kind of nervous for a second because I remember she told me she used to hang out with Don Juan and Pimp from the West Side, Bishop Don Juan and all them. So I'm getting kind of nervous. So I'm like, wait a minute.
You familiar with Bishop Don Juan? Yeah, he's formerly a big pimp here in Chicago. So we're all green Cadillacs. But I think he's a reformed guy now. He's just kind of flashy. Doesn't do any pimping no more. I don't think so. Nonetheless, go ahead.
So I get kind of nervous. Then I think about it, like, wait a minute. I just met you. You ain't my woman. I said, wait a minute. You know what? I'm giving you back every dime you gave me. And that's how it went.
Good enough, ma'am. What did you want to correct?
Yes, first of all, I'm going to begin with, we wasn't in a club, we was at Jackson Park at the pier. When I saw him walk in, I tapped him on his shoulder because he was popping his champagne bottles, and I tapped him on his shoulder and said, could we have a meeting? Because if you can pop champagne, you can at least make a down payment on your loan. He shared with me right then and there, I'm gonna pay you back, give me a couple of days. Call him in a couple of days, the transmission went out on his car. Call him back a couple of more days, the transformer went out on one of his buildings. Every time you call him, if it was raining outside, if something happened, he couldn't pay me. He had some excuse. And in regards to Bishop Don Juan, I never hung out with Bishop Don Juan.
You never hung out with Bishop Don Juan?
I know who he is because I grew up on the West Side, but we didn't hang out like we were bosom buddies, where he trying to paint the story.
All right, what was the date of the loan, approximately?
On August 20th.
When was he to repay it?
In 3 days.
All right.
Well, Your Honor, I said 30 days because I knew I was buying the camera to shoot this video, and I told her 30 days.
Yeah, why couldn't you say, well, why couldn't you wait those 3 days? What is it that's going to happen between now and 3 days from now when you're going to give me the money back? That didn't dawn on you?
Because I used to have my own business. So as a business owner, I understand that today after you pay your payroll, whatever, my situation might look one way, but in 3 days, it could possibly change. I've been working for myself for 13 years.
Possibly.
Yes.
Possibly by definition means maybe, maybe not.
Yes.
So it didn't.
And so I still wanted my money back.
I agree. It's been over 30 days.
Well, Your Honor.
Come on, don't bring that game to me. Go ahead,
Well,
man.
Your Honor, under the circumstances, we was in communication, but at the present time, that's all she wanted to communicate was about sex. And here's some text messages I have to prove that, that's all she wanted to do.
So
was some
instead of
text.
asking for her money, she was asking for sex. All right.
Yeah, but, I did agree to pay her money.
This is August 29th. I'm heading out today after my errands. Could you install my sex swing while I am gone and secure my stripper pole so I may securely use them? This is September. You're who you're, and just give me my key and my money. I am not spending my time and my dime on your again. I don't know if you wanted money or so-and-so, but you used me and took advantage of my breakup with Norvin to get it. Please lose my number. Now I must, who was the best, him or Norvin?
Norvin.
Norvin was better? Now I must meet my date, so after we leave the shrine, so I can get that rebound sex. So this is 2 days later, you looking for some more sex. You some kind of sex fiend? One of these men taking your money. You a sex fiend. You go from Norvin, and within a few days, you go to him and talk about how he turned you out, and after you leave him, you're talking about let me go so I can go and get that date so I can have some rebound sex. That's 2 days after him, ma'am. You ain't gonna never have no money. You keep this up. $1,000 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Nothing to say. We came. I've been awarded my money. This is the last time Martinez had to talk to me. He could take a picture because he'll never see me again after this. Never. I'm done. As far as I'm concerned, he don't even exist anymore. I get my money and I'm done.
She cool with me. She's very cool with me.
Try to make me look like a sex fiend? Nuh-uh. And when I ordered the pole and the swing, he knew about it. It's before the loan. So it's okay. It's okay. Somebody else will enjoy the swing and the pole. I promise you, it won't be you.